Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Nitai 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 Goranga, Nitai 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 Goranga, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Nana Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Na Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hare, Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Kalachandi, Radha Kalachandi Radhe. Jaya Radha Kalachandi, Radha Kalachandi Radhe. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Jaya Gaura Nitai, 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 Jaya Gaura Nitai. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Jai Om Vishnupad Brahmhamsa Parvrajagacharya Stotar such divine grace. अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की, ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अस्तोत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कलाचंद जी की, लॉर्ड जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री श्री गौरनिताई की, लॉर्ड नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, शिला प्रहलाद महाराज की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
This one?
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you all so much for being here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So shortly we'll have class given by His Holiness Bibi Govinda Maharaj. His Holiness Bibi Govinda Maharaj ki jai. Thank you all so much for being here. We're very grateful to you all. So today is the start of our 24-hour kirtan. So 24-hour kirtan started at Mangalartik this morning, and we'll be going for 24 hours until Mangalartik tomorrow. So we encourage you all to please continue to dive deeply into the holy name. Set your intentions to be very clear that we use our time wisely. And this is our last full day together. We have basically, at this point, we have less than 24 hours. Well, no, we have just over 24 hours together. So we're in our last day together. So if you didn't get everything that you wanted so far out of this trip, today is the day. Really set a clear intention to be here, be present, and connect with the holy name. And we can start today in class with Maharaj to really be present and fully here. So thank you all so much. So just as a reminder, take a look at your phones and make sure they're turned on silent or off, better than that. And let's all be very present here for class with Maharaj. Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna. Is it working? Okay, I'll use my phone at a certain point. No, it's okay. Hare Krishna, I need a Wi-Fi connection so I can get to so I can get to Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's temple guest, and we want to say join. Nothing happened. Oh, that's okay. Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Jayo Giri Baradari Jayo Giri Baradari Jayo Gopi Jana Balaba Jayo Giri Baradari Jayo Giri Baradari Jasodhanana Jayo Braja Janaranjana Jayo Jasodhanandana Jayo Braja Janaranjana Jayo Jamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Bihari Jayo Radhamadava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radhamadava Jayo Radhamadava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Rad Hey Gopi Jana Balaba Jayo Giri Baradari Jayo Giri Baradari Jaya Gopi Jana Balaba Jayo Giri Baradari Jayo Giri Baradari Jasodhanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jayo Jasod Jayo Jasodhanandana Jayo Braja Janaranjana Jayo Jayo Jasodhanandana Jayo Gopi Janaranjana Jayo Jasodhanandana Jaya Gopi Janaranjana Jamuna Tirabanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jamuna Tirabanachari Jayo Hey, Jamunatira Banachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayo Kunja Bihari Hey Jamuna Tirabanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jamuna Tirabanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayo Radhamadava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Hey Jayo Radhamadava Jayo Kunja Bihari Hey Jayo Radhamadava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hey Jayo Kalachanji Jayo Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Harinam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone cry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Aham. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Kala Chanji Radha Kala Chanji Radhe Jaya Radha Kala Chanji Radha Kala Chanji Radhe Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajacharya Asto Tarasata Sisimad. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajacharya Asto Tarasata Sisimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. Prem Sikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Purnitananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasdi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shamakun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan Ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki. Shri Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki. Ganga Maya Ki. Jamuna Maya Ki. Bhakti Devi Ki. Tulsi Maharani Ki. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Shri Gauranga Hari Hari Bo. Hari Bo Hari Bo. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Good morning to everyone. And I haven't really said anything since I've been here, but I'd like to thank the Dallas community for inviting us once again to participate in the Kirtan 50 Festival. For me, it's an honor to be here, and we really like coming here. It's not just another festival on the schedule of festivals that people would like for you to attend, but we really like coming to Dallas. And I really appreciate the community here. I appreciate the warm-heartedness of the community here, the cordiality of all of the organizers over here. And I really appreciate the fact that it's imbued with the spirit of His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, who was a dear friend of mine. And when I come here, I just remember Tamal, and it makes me feel good, you know. And recently I was in Dubai for the Kirtan Rasa Festival. Did anyone here watch anything from Kirtan Rasa? Oh, next year you really have to tune in, because Kirtan Rasa is a super fantastic festival. Jai Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Kirtan Rasa is a super fantastic festival. And it also is organized by all of the youth of the Dubai Yatra. And they have, on a single day, they probably have 2,000 or 3,000 people who attend. Isn't it like that? More. Ananda says more. One of our devotees over there, she's an elderly lady, and she owns a group of schools in Dubai, and she gives us her Regent School to use as the venue for the kirtan, and their sports auditorium becomes the kirtan hall, and the devotees there, they do an amazing thing in just short notice. They transform that hall into the spiritual world, and then it's days of kirtan. And it's so wonderful. So at one point in that kirtan, you know, I was sitting outside just taking a break, and I was sitting with Kirtan Premi, and I was sitting with Achyuta Gopi, and we were talking about how we really love that festival because the hospitality of the devotees is really something different. I mean, it's like even when we were sitting there, you know, the wife of the devotee, who was like the yatra leader, who, you know, essentially established the vast Dubai Yatra, she came to us and she said, could I get you any tea? Could I get you any fresh juice? Is there anything I can do for you? And it's just the service bhavana, the Vaishnav service bhavana is so fantastic. So we were sitting there amongst ourselves, and we were saying which kirtan we really like, festival we really like going to the most. And I said straight up, I like Dubai kirtan, and I like Dallas kirtan. And in Kirtan Premi, he was also saying, I really love Dubai Kirtan and Dallas Kirtan. And Achyuta Gopi was saying that also, but unfortunately, she's not here. I thought she was going to be here, but at any rate, she's not here. And then some of the devotees, they've had the experience of Kirtan at Radhadesh, and so that's their favorite festival. And I haven't had that good opportunity. But I'm very thankful to be here in the association of all the Dallas devotees. It's wonderful, and I look forward to coming here every year. It's so nice. So today, I'm sort of all over the place, and that's not unusual for me. But we're supposed to have Bhagavatam class. So if I'm connected to the internet, and I'm not connected to the internet now, I will see what I can do, see if I can connect to, can somebody give me a connection? Okay. "24-hour kirtan supposed to be going on, so Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Ram. If you can't get it, I'll just wander back and forth between my phone and not delay things. Krishna, Hare. Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Connected? Fantastic. Okay. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we'll read Srimad Bhagavatam 12:13-23. This is from the chapter The Glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is the last verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So please repeat. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanas Tam Namami Harim Param. I offer my respectful obeisances. Okay, we'll do the word for word. Nama Sankirtanam. The congregational chanting of the holy names. Yasya, of whom? Sarva Papa, all sins. Pranashanam, are destroyed. Pranama, bowing down. Dukkha, misery. Shamana, which subdues. Tam, to him. Namami, I offer my obeisances. Harim, to Lord Hari. Param, the Supreme. No purport. This is the last word spoken in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And after all the lessons are given in the Bhagavatam, after all the understanding about the superiority of the process of bhakti, after understanding all the trials and tribulations that great devotees overcame in their service to the Lord, after hearing all of the pastimes and activities of Krishna, after hearing all of the very bad effects of Kali Yuga, this is how the Bhagavatam ends. A very succinct and a very important message for all of us. As I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Hari, the congregational chanting of whose name will destroy all sinful reactions. So in this last verse, the first prominence is given to chanting the holy name. And here he assures that if we just do this, then all of the sins that we have accumulated since immemorial time being in this world will be eradicated just by this chanting of the holy name. And then he says, and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material suffering. So two big messages for us. If we wish to become cleansed so that we can attain liberation and go to the spiritual world and serve, as we see in all of these pictures in the temple room, we must chant the holy name. And we must learn the process of chanting the holy name very purely. And then we should always bow our heads and offer our obeisances unto the Supreme Lord. And he says that if you do that, by his grace, the Lord will relieve us of all sufferings. So I have a disciple, and I ask him to please try to find me some Acharya commentaries on the last verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam, to see what our different acharyas say. And I have to make this big enough where I can read. So we have our original commentator on the Srimad Bhagavatam, who is Srila Sridhar Swami. And what he says is this: his holy names are very pure and confidential, and his holy names are very merciful. To receive proper blessings, one's sadhana should be very sincere. So that's his commentary. There is really nothing as powerful as the holy names of the Lord. But in order for one's chanting of the holy names to be successful, we must become sincere sadhakas. We have the instruction of Srila Rupa Goswami, which can never really be repeated enough. He has said that this is the essence of all the instructions in the matter of performing bhakti. There he says, Tanama Rupa Charitadi Su Kirtananu Smrito Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyoga Tishtan Braje Tad Anuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayet Akilam Iti Upadesh Sar. So the sar, or the essence of all the practices of bhakti, is that each of us should hear Tan Nama we should chant the holy name. Here, the form, Tanama, Rupa, Charitadi, activities. And he says, Sukirtananu. And this Sukirtananu means offenselessly. So that should be really, that should be like a goal for all of us in our practice of bhakti, that we want to carefully perform bhakti and become more and more less likely to commit any of these nam aparads that will obstruct our attainment of Krishna prema. This last year I was speaking to one devotee, and he told me that he had a position in management where, oftentimes he offended devotees. And I suggested to him, maybe it's better that you don't perform that service. If you're going to offend Vaishnavas, find something that's more suitable to your nature, but offending Vaishnavas is only like fire that will keep us from attaining that goal of Krishna prema. So Rupa Goswami says the sar is Tannama Rupa Charitari Sukirtananu Smrito Kramena Manasi Niyoga. He says if we're always doing that, chanting offenselessly and hearing about the form and the activities, the pastimes of Krishna, the effect will be is that our mind and our senses will become perfectly fixed and controlled. Now that's kind of contrary to what some people may say. Some people may say that you should have your mind perfectly fixed and then you can hear about Krishna. But here Rupa Goswami says something different. He says, you should always hear. And if we read the message of the Bhagavatam, practically on every page of the Bhagavatam, it explains to us that the method of understanding Krishna is simply to hear and chant his glories. Even in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, when Shukadeva Goswami meets Parikshit Maharaj, he tells him, Parikshit Maharaj, he has a week, and that's it. He doesn't have more time. He's been cursed. There's a time limit. And he assures Parikshit Maharaj that he'll be able to do it. He gives an example of this Maharaj Katvanga. Maharaj Katvanga took a blessing from the Devtas that please, you just inform me one moment before my death is supposed to come, because in that one moment, I'll be able to fix my mind upon the Lord. So Shukadeva Goswami, he told Parikshit Maharaj, he said, look, Katvanga had 1 moment. We have 1 week, so we will accomplish this. But then he gave him the formula, and he said, Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari. And then he gave the real formula, Shrotavyak Kirtitavyascha Smartavyak Chetabayam. He says, you should always remember the Supreme Lord Hari, who is the super soul within your heart. He says, but how to do that? He says, you have to hear very, very carefully all the time. Shrotavyak and then Kirtitavyascha. You have to speak what you hear. It's like when we read about Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam, or when we read the lessons of Bhagavad Gita, or when we hear Krishna's activities and pastimes, we need to speak that. Shrotavyak Kirtitavyascha. And then that creates a situation of smartavyak, meaning, like Srila Prabhupada would always give such simple example. If you're always speaking about something, and if you're always hearing about something, then you're going to remember something. And Prabhupada would give the example of stock market, for those people who live in exchange. you know. I went to my sister's house one time, and her husband on the television, he was watching something, but all along the bottom of the television, all of these stock market numbers were like going, so he could constantly see what was going on. Or in any field, if you're a doctor, or if you're always hearing and you're always speaking, so constantly you're remembering. And then he says the effect of that will be chechita bayam. And baya means fear, but chechita bayam means one becomes free, because one becomes free from the bodily condition of life. We become free, we become liberated, simply by this process of hearing and chanting about Krishna. Liberation will be attained. And that liberation for us is not, you know, some type of entering into an impersonal situation, but liberation for us means, what is it that Sutta Goswami says? He says, Muktir hitvanyata rupam swarupena vyavastiti. That mukti means all of this material ideas which are reflecting upon our mind, which are reflecting upon our soul and causing our conditioning, all of these material conceptions will go away, completely go away. And then swarupena vyavastiti. Then we become situated in our original swarup as the eternal servant of Kalachandji. You know, what could be so nice? To be the eternal servant of Shri Shri Radha Kalachandji. Okay, so that's our Sridhar Swami. And then there's another Acharya, Bangsidhar Swami. He says, the jiva is actually the Nityadas of the Lord. But because of this material body and ignorance, we keep forgetting our real relationship with the Lord and the real way to reach the Lord. By the mercy of the spiritual master, or by the mercy of a great sadhu, one can realize this relationship. One thing is sure, and that is that whoever will read the Srimad Bhagavatam will definitely understand Krishna fully. Because Krishna can be known by Krishna only. And in this sense, Krishna becomes our master, who is the top servant of the holy names. And in that way, we realize that the holy name is everything in existence. There's that instance over here. If we have time, I want to get around to reading something from Brihad Bhagavatamritam, where Gop Kumar is meeting with the Vaikuntha Dutas in the impersonal Brahman. And they tell him, they say, really, you are qualified to go to Vaikuntha. He had no idea that Vaikuntha existed until a few minutes before, when he met Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva told him, I live in Vaikuntha. And so Gop Kumar was like, oh my God, where is this Vaikuntha? I have to go to this place. And then next he met the Vaikuntha people, who were coming down from Vaikuntha and going in to the material world to spread Harinam Sankirtan. In fact, he was so bewildered, he looked at the Vaikuntha people, he said, who are you? Who are you? I've never seen people like you before. And they said, oh, we're the personal associates of Lord Krishna from the spiritual world. He said, well, what are you doing here? You know, if the spiritual world is someplace else, what are you doing here? And he said, we're going into the material world to save people by giving them Harinam Sankirtan. And then they told Gop Kumar, they said, turn around and look. And from his position, he sort of turned around. And from that vantage point, he could just look into the material world, and he could see all of these parties of Vaikuntha people, like sailing into the material world just to spread Harinam Sankirtan. So here it says we can understand Krishna by this study of Srimad Bhagavatam, oh yes, the point that I wanted to make is they told Gopkumar, they said, actually, you have qualification for going to the spiritual world, but you're going to have to change something. And he said, what do I have to change? And they said, well, now you have, they said, you have qualification for going to the spiritual world, but you're going to have to change the way that you chant. And he said, what do you mean? You know, what have I got to do? And they said, well, to go to the spiritual world, you have to chant with love. You have to chant with prema. And then Gopkumar, naturally, like all the rest of us, he looked up and he said, how do you chant with prema? And probably every person in this temple room has asked that question before. How do you chant with prema? And then the Vaikuntha people looked at him and said, well, that's very simple. You must study Srimad Bhagavatam. You have to study Srimad Bhagavatam. Because if you study Bhagavatam, you will know Krishna. And when you know Krishna, you will love him ceaselessly. Gopkumar said, well, that's good, but where am I going to study Srimad Bhagavatam? I'm here in the impersonal Brahman. Is there a, online class I can enroll in? And the Vaikuntha people said, oh, you want to study Srimad Bhagavatam? Then you must go to the place that fulfills all of your desires. He said, where is that? They said, Vrindavan Dham. So then what did Gopkumar do? He just bowed down to offer his obeisances to the Vaikuntha people. And then when he came back up again, he was in Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, he was wandering on the banks, in the jungles, on the banks of the Jamuna. And there he found a vast group of Brahmins who were just sitting and studying Srimad Bhagavatam. And they said, young cowherd boy, come join us, we will teach you Bhagavatam. And it's stated that after he learned the topics of the Bhagavatam, he became mad with love for Krishna. And he started, just spontaneously, he started creating verses of love of Krishna's holy names. And one of those days he was chanting these verses of love, just spontaneous composition, and he fell down unconscious in ecstasy and separation from Krishna. And at that time, the Vaikuntha people came and picked him up, put him on an airplane, and whoosh, went to the spiritual world. So this Acharya says, Srimad Bhagavatam is necessary in our chanting of the holy names. And then Jiva Goswami gives a summary. And Jiva Goswami says, let's see. Here, like the person who sent me this message, he said, Jiva Goswami, basically what he does in his commentary on this last verse to the Bhagavatam is he just offers his obeisances to all acharyas. He prays for their mercy, that he will be able to understand Krishna. He prays for their mercy, that he will be able to chant purely the holy names of the Lord. And then Jiva Goswami concludes with this verse that everybody in this room knows, so you can repeat the verse. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purnakshudo Nitya Mukto Binatnam Naminamano. The holy name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benedictions, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete, and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. Krishna's name is not a material name under any condition, and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, there is no question of Krishna's name ever being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always liberated and spiritual. It is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Isn't that a wonderful verse? And that's from the Padma Purana. And then another Acharya, Sri Bhagavat Prasad Acharya, this is his summary. I bow to the holy name as they are non-different from the Lord. The Lord has two topmost qualities. He is Paratatta and Solabhya. Paratva means he is beyond everything, he is the top of everything, and nothing is beyond him. Sulabhya means that he is available to everyone. Means that although he is the complete whole, or the topmost, at the same time, he is available to everyone equally, and the best way, he is available to everyone in this age of Kali is through the chanting of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,